Hi guys, it's SimLicy here, so welcome to another part of my Renovating base game series. This is a series where I am renovating the entirety of base game using only base game. So this is a completely base game only build and I am so happy with it. It is of course Johnny's trailer out here in the desert of Oasis Springs. Johnny is a land grab in case you guys aren't familiar with that family, but his parents did disown him because he wants to be a comedian and that's not the career path they wanted him to take. And so that seems kind of extreme though, to like disown your child because you don't like their job choice. But you know, it's the land grabs and they're very particular and probably pretty wealthy because of being so particular, maybe. I'm not exactly sure. But anyways, I love their story and I love that Johnny lives out here in the desert and I love that he lives out here in this trailer, and I really just love decorating like a trailer. It's so much fun for me, especially this one. It felt very nostalgic, and probably the other trailers that I've built in the past too, because I am building them on, you know, real life experiences. I grew up in a trailer. My husband and I lived in one when like very early on in our relationship. We lived in one for like 4 years, and actually when I was building this, he looked over my shoulder and he goes, "Oh cool, a trailer in the desert that looks just like our old house." And so that made me super happy because it made me feel like I was really achieving the look that I was wanting to go for. And like the linoleum that I chose in here looks so similar to the linoleum that was in my family's home when I was a kid, and the carpet is even very similar to the one that was in my family's home when I was a kid. It didn't have like the floral pattern mixed in, but the color is so close. I think my parents was like a little bit more on like the red side. It wasn't like a true red, like an apple red, but it was definitely more red than brown. But I don't know, I just had so much fun with it and just picking out like the different clutter pieces and things that I thought would look good in here. And I have was going for more like a mixed matched feel, but not too mismatched. Like I feel like the way it was decorated originally was too mixed matched. Like I had no idea what was going on. There was like red furniture, there was some like candelabra like a light in here, there was, I don't know, it was weird. I mean, I think that's makes sense. That's the look that they were going for. They were going for more of like, I don't know, maybe like just a mixed matched sort of, like Johnny just got his furniture from wherever he could get it, and probably just a bit more eccentric furniture because maybe that's more of his personality. I don't know. Let me know if you guys have an idea, but I just definitely didn't really prefer the way it was decorated originally. I much prefer my decorations. He even has like really fancy bar stools in the kitchen, which is kind of strange. I don't know. I just tried to make it feel more like cohesive and like everything has a place, and like Johnny really lives here and he's trying to make this his home the best that he can, even though he's probably a struggling comedian and can't afford the nicest furniture. That's why I chose to use like patio furniture and stuff here on the interior, like a patio dining table and these chairs. I even have like a patio chair in the living room, which I thought was pretty fun. And yeah, I don't know, I just really love this build. I think it's so cool. Here on the dining table, I tried doing something with these salt and pepper shakers. We got them from a recent update like a few months ago, but what I tried to do was use the tool mod to lower it down into the table so it looked like the salt and pepper shakers were just sitting on the table rather than on that little like wooden tray that they're on. But unfortunately they disappeared like when I came back into my game to take the screenshots, and so I just decided to leave it that way. There's just the cup. The cup will probably spoil, I believe that it should, but I wanted it just for like decoration purposes, for like screenshots. I feel like Johnny's not going to be like the most tidy sim in the entire world, but I didn't want to trash the place and make it like too overly like messy or cluttered and stuff, because with this renovation series I'm trying to make the builds a little bit less decorated than I normally do, a little bit cleaner, a little bit more easy to run if you have like a lower end computer. So I'm trying to keep the decorations to a minimum. Of course this one I think is the most like fully decorated out of all of the ones that I've done. I don't know, I might be wrong about that, but I've been really trying to hold back. But this one I don't know, I was really wanting to add extra details and clutter here and there, but I'm trying to not go overboard and trying to stick more with that like EA style, even though this one I don't think is really that close. I don't know. Let me know if you guys agree or what you guys think about that. But over here is of course going to be the kitchen. I changed the kitchen counter colors to be this brown color. At one point we did get an update where we got like a bunch of new swatches for these counters and cabinets, and I'm so happy that we did, because for the longest time we had like 4 options and they weren't the best colors, and the ones that we got really aren't like like the most amazing swatches, but it's definitely nicer to have some more like variety and just some different options, because I really like these counters and cabinets. I especially like the cabinets. But anyways, here on the refrigerator, I'm using some of the postcards to look like just decorations on the refrigerator. I used the tool mod to raise them up and place them where I wanted to, and I think that looks really good. I also put this shelf right here underneath the window. I switched up all of the windows. I don't think this trailer ends up having any of the original windows. I also changed the height of it. The height of it originally was way too tall in my opinion. It looked kind of awkward. And I don't think any trailer that I have ever been in has that high of ceilings. So I just felt like it looked a little bit strange. And so I changed that, switched up the windows. I also changed the exterior like siding. I changed it to be that like thicker board rather than like the thin vinyl board. And I changed the color of it, and I think that looks a little bit better. I also completely redid the landscaping. Originally there was like this little pathway with a seating area and like a few planter pots and decorations, which I think was pretty cute. I don't know, I feel like the original style to this build was a lot more cutesy trailer rather than realistic trailer, so that's what I wanted to change mostly. And so the landscaping, I just tried to make it blend into the rest of the surroundings using rocks and stuff that you can see in the surrounding area, some grasses, and different like debug and live edit objects that I thought made it look more natural to the environment. And I think that was a better way to go. I also end up adding a second porch on the other side of the trailer, with like a carport area, and I give Johnny a truck in the driveway, and I think just all of those extra details make it feel so much more like lived in and just realistic. So yeah, hopefully you guys do agree. Over here is the bathroom. In the bathroom, I used the same counters and tile that I used in the kitchen, and I also gave Johnny one debug toothbrush. Normally I place that little jar that has all of like the toothbrushes and toothpaste in it, and I do like it, but whenever I use it in like a single Sims home, I feel kind of strange, because why do they have so many toothbrushes? And like, I don't know, I always feel like it's a little bit weird. And so in here, I decided just to give Johnny one lonely toothbrush, and I felt like that was, I don't know, pretty nice. Over here, I am creating a closet. I've been completely obsessed with creating closets recently, especially on my second channel, which is my CC channel, in case you guys haven't heard of it yet. Over there, I'm building with like my entire custom content collection, and I'm not doing voiceovers, and it's called SimLicy with CC. And over there, I have been doing like a closet in every single build, and I just felt like doing one here. I also gave Johnny a voodoo doll. I did not plan on doing this originally, but I saw it when I was scrolling through the catalog, and I thought, why not? Maybe he could, I don't know, use it at some point on like his mother or something. I don't know, I feel like him and Nancy don't get along that well. I feel like she was the main person that wanted to kick him out of the family, but him and Jeffrey, his father, get along pretty well. I feel like he still comes and like visits him, probably gives him money, probably brings him things. I don't know, I feel like he like spends a lot of time with him behind Nancy's back. Let me know if you guys agree. But anyways, over here is Johnny's room. I moved the microphone from the bedroom, or from the living room, into the bedroom. I felt like this was a lot more of an appropriate spot for him to practice his comedy skill. I give him a desk in here and just like a space to work and write and really like hone in his comedy skills. I also placed a guitar in the hallway. There was a guitar in the living room originally too, and so I just placed it in there just to kind of fill in the space. Something I think I did forget was an indoor trash can, so I'll try to remember to place one in the kitchen somewhere before uploading it to the gallery. But yeah, in here I'm just adding some different clutter pieces and decorations that I thought would look nice and kind of made sense for the space, and I don't know, I think it's super cute. But yeah, on this side of the build is where I add that second porch area. Out here I add a barbecue grill. I also add a card table, which I know every time I place it, I call it a poker table, and I'm not exactly sure why I do that, because of course poker is just like a specific game, and it's a game that the Sims cannot play on it, but they can play cards on it, and maybe even, I don't know if they can play anything else. I think just cards. But anyways, I thought it was nice to place out here. I also added a wire fence. This one I think might have a little bit of barbed wire on the top of it, which I mean is probably not the most realistic. I don't know, maybe it's left over for something that used to be out here. I don't know, but I just thought it looked good, so I placed it out there. And I also really liked the terrain paint that I did on this build. I used a combination of like this grassy sort of like dirt texture with different gravels. There's like 2 different gravels with the base game textures, and I just tried to combine them to make them look kind of dirty and mixed up, and I don't know if that makes sense, but I just tried to make it look more natural, basically. Over here, I did place a couple of gnome decorations, and I sized them up, but when I went to go take the screenshots, I felt like they were way too big sized up, so I just sized them back down to their original size. It's not that big of a deal, but I thought I would mention it. And then over there, I did place a couple of outdoor trash cans. I was really missing all of the trash clutter that we got from the Eco Lifestyle pack. I felt like that would have been perfect to place over there. Anyways, over here, I wanted to keep a little bit of that like cutesy look that the trailer had originally. And since we don't have any like grass mats, I mean, we have this flooring that's supposed to look like grass, but with Strangerville, there was this actual grass mat with like the different stripes, like the different grass color stripes. And I was really missing that object, but I decided to create my own using the grass flooring and a grass paint texture. And I enclosed it using this live edit objects fins. And then I placed a lounge bed in here, or not a lounge bed, a lounge chair in here, and just a few different gnomes and stuff. There was a few gnomes here originally on this lot, so I've decided just to continue with that. I think it's such a fun decoration to have in a trailer, and it's a nice cutesy little like yard area. Of course, if you do have Strangerville, you might want to use the actual matte decoration. I believe you can find it in either the debug or live edit objects. I think live edit objects. But here I'm working on the landscaping. For the landscaping, I just used a combination of rocks and grass and just different things, like I was saying, to make it blend into the surroundings, and also trees and stuff that you can see in the surrounding area. And yeah, I just tried to make it look as natural as I possibly could. So I was trying to not overthink it and place things too precisely. I was more just trying to, I guess, make it look organic and natural, like nobody is out here taking care of these rocks or these bushes and shrubs and stuff. Nobody's doing anything with them. So yeah, I think it actually looks really good, and I hope that you guys like it as much as I do. I don't know, I've been very excited to share this build with you guys. It's one of my most favorite builds I've ever done, and most favorite renovations, which I'm pretty surprised about. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and please leave any comments or suggestions you have, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!
Rocking her to sleep. Wind whispers in the trees. Hidden secrets are hard to keep. Sunset in golden fields. Goddess warrior and a queen. Lost the battle. Secrets are hard to keep. She's still waiting, holding on through the night. She's still waiting, wishing time could make it right. She is waiting. Dawn is bringing morning light. She's waiting to end this fight. Wishing